Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Jets coming in at 1-3, going up against the Cowboys, who come in at 1-3.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Stafford here. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah,
usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Back to throw. Stafford looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught by Allen for a Jets touchdown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Fournette running right. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by C.O. Moore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
In motion right is Benjamin. The play clock's running down. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And
this is taken in at the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 59 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack.
Leopard! Leopard! Let's go! Leopard 56! Green!
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you try to...
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 30.
Check three. Check. Get there. He wasn't ready. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They run it again with Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Treadwell. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Keenan Allen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Wasn't it fun in pregame standing downstairs and watching Matthew Stafford throw the football? I mean, that bad boy just whistled.
He can just rock it.
It just whistled by us, didn't it? But what is the one knock on him? Accuracy.
Yeah.
And that's what we just saw there, an incompletion on that throw downfield.
And from down in Miami, an update. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And that's caught inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He'll look to throw. Going for it all. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Jeff Locke now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. They'll set up a throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Returning, it's Benjamin. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to win?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, here's Stafford. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard at the 21-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Cowboys on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He gives it to Brown, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now Benjamin. 49-yard punt. 5 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Here we go. Blue landed.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
8 yards to go here on second down. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cowboys on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Stafford. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. A big gain of 31 on third down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Play action. Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. They find some open field here. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. On first down, it's Stafford. It's complete to Brown, right side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
In the red zone this time.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go. 180. Go here. Check.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that'll back him up 5.
Big 20. 22. 10.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Again, it's Cook. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. To throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go now. Boom, learn it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
To throw again, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Stafford looks to throw again. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Green 39! Green 39! Philly, here we go!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing again. Stafford. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big